Many lost artifacts are hidden underneath the ground. Some could be buried for dozens of years, maybe even hundreds of years. You know, there's people with metal detectors who venture out, though, to find these underground treasures, and some don't do it for the money. They do it for the story.
And there's one such person who's been searching interesting locations in Crawford County. John Last tells us where he's been looking in this edition of The Last Word.
I'm in the community of Shadeland near Springboro in Crawford County. One of the most magnificent mansions ever built in this valley was located right behind me. It was called Shadeland Manor. Shadeland Manor was constructed in 1885. It was the home of the 8 Powell brothers. 3 of the brothers operated a large horse ranch on the property. It was impressive.
They ended up with about 2,500 acres of land, 1,000 horses. They went worldwide to purchase horses in Europe and Egypt and Arabia.
The Powell brothers had a worldwide clientele. Some of the horse buyers were pretty famous.
Buffalo Bill Cody was a customer who was here. Annie Oakley was here. The governor of Pennsylvania, the emperor of Japan purchased a small Shetland pony for his son. Queen Victoria rode behind a pair of horses that were purchased here at Shadeland Farms.
The spectacular mansion on the property was owned by different entities in later years and eventually fell into disrepair. It was burned to the ground in 1992 during a training session for firefighters. Rodney Jocelyn, who grew up in nearby Conneautville, loved that big house.
As a child, I used to ride by that mansion and always thought it was absolutely beautiful and thought it was an amazing building.
Rodney, who now lives in North Carolina, is a metal detectorist. He has found many historical artifacts in North Carolina and has donated them to museums. Rodney obtained permission from the current owner of the Powell brothers property to search for artifacts that might be underground there. Artifacts from the early days of Shadeland Manor and the horse ranch. Eureka! 4 months ago, he found a silver spoon on the property with the date 1891 engraved on the handle. This week, he donated the spoon to the Conneaut Valley Area Historical Society.
It is my pleasure to present this spoon to the Conneaut Valley Area Historical Society.
The spoon will be added to a collection at the Historical Society headquarters that includes a saddle from the horse ranch and a chandelier lamp from the mansion. Shadeland history lives on thanks to Rodney. With the last word in Shadeland in Crawford County. John Last, Erie News Now.
With that smile, I'll bet it was a Penn State coin. You know,
Maybe.
And Rodney says anyone with a metal detector should ask the property owner for permission before conducting any search.
And he says his next search in northwestern Pennsylvania will take place in Conneautville. He says that town used to be the host community for the Crawford County Fair, and he believes some artifacts may be hidden underground from those days.